Guess what?
What?
We're live. We're recording.
Let's go.
And what were we talking about 5 seconds before I hit record?
How we were spoiled last week with having a guest. You don't really have to prepare anything, and because you just said, "Do we have anything prepared?"
Right before I hit record, I was like, "How are we going to start this? Do we have anything prepared?" No,
We don't.
But if this is episode 6, and if you have not already, episode 5 was quite amazing.
It was great
with an awesome guest. And Brad, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to pull up the calendar. I'm pretty sure next episode, we will have another guest.
Man, in-house or remote?
I think in-house.
Okay.
Because this is going to be, I think, controversial. So one of our vendors, our reps, said that he's going to try to come in a little early. And I just think it would be fun to talk to someone from a different side of the industry. We're lucky. We have all of our reps. Most of our reps are pretty awesome.
Oh, they're really cool guys.
But and actually, I wish I could have them all on. But for convenience sake, when we record and when he's going to be here, so we get the kind of a different perspective on the jewelry industry. So I think that should be pretty fun. So tune in to the next episode. But in the meantime, we're going to try to get through this one.
Absolutely. Oh, that is a good point, though. Like, if you're opening a store or buying one or whatever, just make sure your vendors are really cool guys. Chill guys. Is that what they call them now? Chill guys?
Chill guys. That was a meme. I think I did a chill guy meme.
Nice.
I can go back and check to see. Sometimes we like to talk about any memes that I've made that were. You're just going to have to. Oh, I haven't even checked the one that I did today. See how it's doing. So it's basically, Brad, you haven't even seen this. I get to describe. Oh, it's doing pretty well already. It's basically just making fun of how everyone right now is making hidden halos with 3, 4, 5 carat center lab growns, and they're all in yellow gold. Like that's our life right now.
It is. So behind the scenes, because I don't really know this either. When you make a meme, do you schedule that? Do you have a few that are already made and you're waiting to publish them? How does that work typically?
That would, as much as I would like to say that's the case, I am 100% winging it. Well, usually something happens and then it reminds me of oh, we should make a meme about this.
Right.
I do have this internal clock that I should post 4 to 5 times a week.
Yep.
And there are moments late at night where I will make a couple and then I just kind of stash them for, when I need them. And I think there's even some that I probably have made that I've never posted for maybe forgot that they existed. But I usually never do any scheduling. I don't know if it's an algorithm thing, but I feel like I just like posting them in the mornings, truth be told, while I'm sitting on the toilet. I'll get up, and I'm like, hey, let me go ahead and post that real quick. And I guess people in this industry are up and moving and checking Instagram around.
They're all on the toilet too.
They're probably watching these on the toilet, but we obviously made a bunch of memes about Mac's grandma Helen. That was pretty funny.
So great.
But just a typical, we've really been pushing people towards the podcast. I meant to tell you yesterday, someone ran across our podcast. They've been following us for a while only because they ran across one of our memes. And people should know this. If I see a picture of a bench in a shop on JHJ or any of those bench jeweler groups, I'm 100% going to screenshot it and save it as a background for a future meme. And so sometimes, every once in a while, people will be like, hey, that's my bench.
That's my bench.
And because I don't know who that belongs to, I'm just saving them.
Nice.
And so this guy, I guess he rediscovered us. You know how the algorithms are.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I just realized you had a podcast, and I've been following you for a long time because you used my bench in one of your memes. And he was like, I even put this big post out on JHJ, if you have not listened to this podcast, you should. And he was like, of course, it got no hit. So late last night, I was like, let me check on his post. And yeah, he did. He was just raving about the podcast and 0 likes, 0 comments. I was like, dang it.
Thank you, though.
But because it feels weird for me to constantly promote it, but that's what I've been busy doing.
So please promote it for us.
Yeah. Yes. If you, I mean, we don't get paid any money or have any.
You get paid as much as we do.
Yeah. So we're all in this together. Somebody did comment, Brad, on the podcast. I heart Dusty and Brad. So
Was that
don't tell your wives.
Well,
You only have one wife. I won't tell my wife. You don't tell yours.
We're not located in Utah.
Dang, boy. We might have people listening in Utah, and they're like, I'm turning this crap off, the smut.
Not everyone in Utah has more than one wife. I don't know.
We don't know how it works.
I don't know.
This transitions perfectly to a note and a story that I wrote down. You're gonna know what I'm talking about in just a second. It translates perfectly. This story, we almost talked about it very first episode, and we kept putting it off. I couldn't squeeze it in. But Brad, do you remember the guy who came in with 3 wedding bands?
Oh yes, yes.
All right, so you're gonna have to refresh my memory. But basically, we had a guy come in, and he had 3 wedding bands, not because he lost one or wanted to buy new ones.
Nope.
Over the course of his life, he was an older guy. Not super old, I don't remember, but what do you think, early 60s maybe? I don't know.
I would say in the 60s somewhere.
And he had 3 different wedding bands from 3 different marriages.
He sure did.
So he comes in. This was so stupid. Asking like what he could do with these 3 wedding bands, and they were like, one was like 10 karat white gold, one was 14 karat yellow gold, and the other one had probably design, but they were just basic wedding bands.
Mm-hmm. Different thicknesses, different widths.
And so I'm thinking maybe he just wants to melt them down, and because he had quite a bit of gold, and make something. Like, I get it, whatever, you paid for them, use them for something. No. What, Brett? What did he decide he wanted to do with 3? And they're not. They weren't like 4. I mean, they were like
Yeah,
nice, well-made, thick, heavy, wide wedding bands. So what did he want to do with these, Brad?
just solder them all together. Just make one ring out of them.
Make one, like, I think it ended up being like 10 or 12 millimeters wide. We had to size them all up, of course, solder them all together. They did not, and they weren't all exactly the same. It looked so. I wish we would have got a picture.
Oh my gosh,
It looked so stupid. I'm like,
it's exactly what you imagine it.
when he left, we were just like, what is happening? This
He
man
loved it though.
I think I made a joke about it being like his version of like I think I called it like a 3-peat championship ring. I don't think that makes sense, but for some reason in my mind it made me laugh.
He's a champion for sure.
It's like, I guess, I don't know. But you say multiple wives, not at the same time, I guess. But
No, yeah. I mean,
Like-
maybe. I don't know.
I think I did ask.
Might be a sister wives situation.
Yeah, I don't.
Did you ever watch that show?
No,
My wife did.
I did ask a question on. By the way, if you're listening to this and you don't follow us on Instagram or Facebook, please do, because in our story section, at least a couple times a week, we'll do questions, polls, and it helps us kind of facilitate the next episode of the podcast if you have something to ask.
Because
or
we want to
say.
talk about what you want to hear. So,
Here's what's bad is I took a screenshot of people. I think it was just like I asked them like what's something like a dumb request that you've gotten, and I can read some of these.
I mean, that's a daily occurrence, but yeah.
I'm not gonna read them all, but I'll just kind of you just want me to read a few of them.
Sure.
See what you think. I think my question. I should have taken a screenshot of the question I asked, but I think it was what's just a dumb, maybe a custom project or just a dumb request in general that we've gotten recently.
Like three wedding bands soldered together from 3 different marriages.
Yeah. That's what made me think about this. So
Nailed it.
this one's it just said pearls in air quotes made from breast milk.
Oh, no.
I know that seemed like that. Maybe that's still a big thing. I don't know, but
Not for us.
no, we don't. Now I have had a lady come in, and she makes them, and she just wanted me to set them, and I was like, sure.
Wait, no. She makes them, and she wanted you to set them. What's them?
Well, I think it was for like, I don't know, this is like her side business. She takes other people's
Oh
breast
no,
milk and puts it into a mold,
no.
and then she just wanted me to set them into like a yellow gold ring.
Oh, so it's like a round stone-ish
Yeah, I
type
think they were
thing.
just, yeah, I think she just made them into like a round cabochon stone,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and I just put it in like a four prong, like super simple. I don't know. Somebody, this was one of my funny, this is my favorite response because they responded twice, so I had to check both messages. It said, I got asked to make a gold spoon to cook with. And then the second message was, heroin, that is. That's like, because both of us, when I read it the first time, I was like, oh, why would somebody want to cook with the golden spoon? That seems very expensive. Oh, heroin. Okay.
Oh, it, does that happen? I don't even know. I don't even know if we can even talk about that.
Yeah, we're just going to keep moving. But somebody had that request. This one made me laugh too. Unsolder enhancer from the engagement ring. Turn the engagement ring around and then solder them back together. I feel like this happened at least once or twice. I don't think it's happened here, but at our old job, where you like solder to, it'll be like a solitaire with like an enhancer, and then they were like, "Oh, I want it turned the other way." It does. That is the stupidest
Oh my
thing.
gosh.
This one is This one says a slave collar for a woman. She was tired of using
Oh.
cat collars from PetSmart, and then
Oh.
he added, "I'm not lying." I'm just expecting you to follow up with these after I read them.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, no, I'm just gonna stay
Yeah.
away from it.
This one says dead husband's hair clippings inside of a piece.
Oh, that's really gotten popular. Not necessarily
Yeah.
that, but just bodily fluids, anything bodily has to be put in jewelry now.
I'm sorry, but you're talking and I'm reading them before I read them out loud, and it's making me laugh. So I didn't even see this one. I was taking screenshots of all the responses, so like I'll just read them later. But this one says someone wanted us to make 50 silver wieners. Thanks for keeping it PG for us, Daniel. First off, like, are they
Oh,
tiny wieners? Like
oh, okay.
lifelike?
So we are that not like a hot dog wiener.
I don't. I mean, it didn't specify.
Oh my gosh.
But also, why 50 of them? I would imagine they had to be like small replicas. I don't know.
No, man. Are they like gifts? Oh gosh. Man, they really the people brought it today.
This one says, I they thought we could melt down her diamond and make it square. we ha- we have gotten the request, and I think people usually, if they say it innocently and naively, I don't think too much about it. But like, can you just take all these diamonds and just make a bigger one? It's like that's not how it works.
Oh my gosh.
Quite a few breast milk stories, so I'm gonna skip a lot of those. I don't even know. Oh gosh, some of these I can't read, y'all. Some of these I cannot read. So many breast milk ones. My goodness. To use their baby teeth as stones for an engagement ring.
Oh god. Why are people so gross? Like what is it? Why would you want teeth in an engagement ring? Oh.
Listen, I know we've been through this. I have 5 kids, and never once have I thought, or my wife thought, I need breast milk jewelry or baby teeth jewelry.
Right. Oh.
We throw away the umbilical cords.
You didn't plant it? Didn't people plant that? What? It was something that they
don't
planted.
know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, dude. Somebody also said not only breast milk jewelry, but I'm trying to think how to say this without being nasty.
Oh no.
But it kind of looks like breast milk, but comes out of
No.
a different part of a man.
No, Dusty.
I'm just reading. It's not. I'm just reading it.
But you'd have to read it. Oh man. Okay. Okay.
We're done with these.
I hope so.
I think I've read enough of those. I think I've read enough of those.
Oh, somebody's at the front door, Dusty.
Oh my gosh, dude, I can't right now.
Is that UPS or is it?
No, it's Rick. I don't know what to do right now. We might have to pause and then patch this back
All
up.
right,
All right,
we'll
hold on a
pause.
second. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try to edit that out. If not, then
So yeah, we had a disruption. So people just clamoring to get into this place. So we'll
sadly,
patch
it was not a watch battery customer. It was just a friend of mine who was wanting to stop by and say hey, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And in our store, he knows that I'm in here, so he wasn't going to go away. So anyway,
He was not.
if we edit that out, great. If we don't, then welcome to our life.
Yep.
So what are we talking about, Brad?
I don't even want to talk about what we were talking about.
Oh, we were moving on.
Yes, we're moving on.
I think that might have been most of the like questions. If you have something else to segue us into something else, I don't even know.
Let's see.
Okay? So this morning when I got here, you were about to tell me because we had to. Well, as you guys know, as of recording this episode right now, I won't say the date and time, but gold is teetering at 3,900.
Yes, it's past 3,900.
And so Brad's wife, because she's out and about, she will sometimes drop off my gold at the refiner. And I don't know about everybody else, but it's not that we're buying and selling that much gold, but it's just such little bit costs so much that I'm constantly running out of cash, that we're constantly having to go to the refiner a little more frequently than in the past. But long story short, Brad, you said that you had, I guess they asked you a question or something?
Yeah. So, well, no, it wasn't a question. It was a statement, but I just want your take on it. So the refiner said with gold close to 4,000, this is going to impact jewelry stores tremendously. I mean, obviously it's not a big difference between 4,000 and 3,800, but as it continues to go up, at what price, and I'm phrasing it as a question, at what price does it really affect sales? Like if you're thinking about retiring, like this might be a really good time to retire, right? Because to replenish inventory, it's going to be super expensive, but to close out your inventory, record highs. So, are we at a level now that we're going to actually see jewelry stores close?
I really don't think so. And I know some people are doom and gloom, and maybe I'm too overly optimistic. So, and maybe there's a happy medium in there, but I don't know. I think we mentioned it when Mac was here, but I still think that this will always be the case. Stores that have a bench jeweler, a good bench jeweler on site,
Yes.
will always be fine.
Yes.
I do think jewelry is an important part of our culture. I think more of a concern than gold prices is, the younger generation maybe not seeing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Not wanting to, buy jewelry, at least fine jewelry. I think that's the big question because, Kmart, does Kmart even exist? Walmart, Target,
Circuit City,
Blockbuster, Toys R Us. So they're always going to sell costume jewelry,
right?
And women are going to buy it. My wife is on more costume jewelry than I care to admit, and she has access to all that we have. And she's like, I just love these cute $5 earrings that I got from this woman on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So people are always going to wear jewelry. But yeah, how does that look different? I don't think, I know that's not the question you asked, but I just think we're going to be fine. I know that sounds really lame. I also will say, I think gold has always been expensive. It's always been, air quotes, precious and rare. And I felt like there for a while, I really felt like it was very attainable for almost everyone, which makes it feel not as special. And I think that's why people get aggravated with lab-grown diamonds.
Mm.
because now a big diamond is attainable to everyone,
Right.
and it kind of maybe it devalues it or it takes the specialness away from it. I don't know. I'm kind of on a ramble here.
No, I get what you're saying. Well, what about? Do you think it would prevent new stores from opening,
Um,
or is
yeah,
it kind of along the same lines?
I'd love to get some input because from the people, from the listeners,
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, I've been thinking about opening my own store, or I just opened, or I'm in the process of opening. It would be interesting to talk to someone who either maybe I would say just opened your shop in 2025, or it'd be even more, I think, a better conversation to talk to someone who is, hey, we're opening a store, like a new store, not just like,
Mm-hmm.
renovating or moving it to a different town, but like starting from scratch and, coming up next year or in the next few months. I think if you're going to open a jewelry
Yeah.
store, you got to do it, before the holidays hit. So
Right.
either you just open, you're about to open. If that is you or someone, have them email us. That might be worth a fun conversation.
That would be. That'd be great.
And we could completely scare them and make them second guess all their life choices.
As we should.
Yeah. Anywho,
I did have another question, Dusty.
Okay.
That I kind of, and this will be, I wanted to ask Mac this, which I know the answer. I don't think he has this. What are your thoughts? Because I know you have a huge network of, people that you talk to. When it comes to a minimum bench charge, in terms of, okay, if we're taking something in, I don't care if it's gluing a pearl, we're charging $20, $25, whatever. There's a minimum set price.
well, I mean, do we do that now?
No, I mean,
I think
kind
most
of,
stores
but
probably.
not really.
I think most stores probably should. I think if it's something that has to be, I guess the way I look at it is if you have to leave it and go away, like get in your car and drive away, because that means it's going to take me a little bit of time,
Mm-hmm.
and there should be a minimum charge for that. What that is, I guess every shop is different. I could see it being 20. I could see it being 10. But I think if it's the way we've always handled it, and I know a lot of people maybe do it the same way. If it's clearly something I can do while you're standing here, I don't really charge.
Right.
If it's a costume thing and the little jump ring just came off and you're just taking a pair of pliers and tightening it back up and you're not soldering it, you're just, there, I put it back on because maybe it's somebody who just doesn't, know what they're doing and doesn't have any pliers on, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just do it in front of them and just hand it to them. Like, I'm not going to charge for that.
Because I do know some people even have a sign up that might say, like, whatever their minimum is.
Yeah.
And I guess that's to discourage anyone coming in with something that, that they don't want to pay that much to fix.
It does feed into the conversation of why, we've talked about it before, why we say no to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for people to understand. I was thinking about this while driving, but I can't remember the scenario. I think it was in the concept of like a CAD. Like, do you charge for the CAD or not? And I know everybody's different. Some people are like, oh, yeah, absolutely, I charge $100 to do the CAD because it's my time.
Mm-hmm.
Charge $200, or hey, I don't charge for it because I do it right there in front of them. Like, again, this goes back to there's so many different setups.
Right.
I'm not going to judge anybody for how they do it. If you are live doing it in front of the customer and you're closing that sale 90% of the time, I don't blame you for not charging.
Sure.
For us, we don't have time to do CAD, so we outsource that, and we started getting to the point where people might ghost us or not answer, not ever go through the project. So we have changed that policy, and I think what brought it up was our CAD guy emailed and was like, hey, just following up on a couple old jobs that we did CADs, and one of them I was like, well, that lady definitely paid the $200 CAD fee, and this was back in July, and we haven't heard from her since. And that's not refundable.
Right.
And so I was just mentally preparing, like, what if she comes back? I was like, well, I want my $200 back, or whatever. And I was just thinking while driving to myself, like, well, I don't think people understand the amount of time it takes, to do a CAD. I know good CAD people are really fast at it, but it's not just that. It's by the time you walk in and start talking to me about what you might want or what you think you want, and showing me pictures and measuring the stones that you already have. That's a lot of time. And then me emailing my CAD guy, and then him emailing me back, and him doing the CAD. And yes, is that $200 worth of time? I mean, some people say that's not enough. Some would say that's too much. But the reality is, I always have to look at it, and it's not always easy to explain to people. That's it. I can make the case that's probably an hour of my time from the moment you walk in to the time the CAD's done, combined with the CAD guy's time.
Yes.
So our time talking to him, going back and forth, emailing, typing up, blah 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 blah. And for me, I'm like, well, in an hour's time,
what could you have gotten done?
I could have sized, granted, we don't have 20 rings to size every day, but, we could have sized 10 rings, fixed 5 chains. We could have, so in theory, we could have made $1,000 in an hour.
Right.
I'm not saying that's always the case. So it's hard to explain that to customers, that every minute they take out of our time, like, we have to charge them for it.
Yes.
Especially if it's just ideas and thoughts and dreams. Like,
right. And some people have no clue, what it all entails. And they'll come in and they'll say, I have 15 different rings that I inherited, and I want to just make it into something, and can you just put the stones just in a ring? And they just don't get it.
I do think, kind of full circle of the price of gold, it is like, because we do custom work, we are very much aware of how expensive the metals are getting. And so I feel like we're having this conversation a lot, Brad.
Just because we replace lobster class, we know how expensive. Have you seen the price of those now?
Bro.
It's
My
crazy.
gosh. I mean, I feel like we're having to, I feel like we're having to, like, explain how the economy works to every person that comes in here just to get a new lobster class. It's like, I know, I get it, but here we are. But I think we're running into a lot where people do have, like you said, multiple rings. Like, I just want to, do this, or I just want to. In their mind, it's seemingly simple, but then we're trying to explain, like, well, what you have here is like 15 1.5 millimeter diamonds. And I know you really want, like, this custom pendant or ring, like, even if it's just a band, but that's a custom job. You could
Correct.
just buy one from our showcase, a 15-stone ring that I bought 2 years ago when gold was lower, and it would be like half the price of me doing this custom ring. And I know that's not what people want to hear, but that's the reality of it.
Right. They don't get it.
I know we got to wrap it up here pretty soon, but we laughed about this concept of, because we had a client interchange. So, Brad, I want you to talk about it, but it's like this never-ending circle of the client never seeing or finding what you have in the store. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
I'll kind of set it up, but basically, actually, you do it, because it was really funny the way you were saying it.
Yeah, so let's see. I will be the customer.
We're going to role play.
Yeah, we're going to role play this.
Okay.
It'll be a good way to finish how we started this podcast.
Okay.
You be just a rational, normal human being that is selling jewelry.
Okay.
And I'll be the customer.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just looking for something strong that's going to last, generations. It's really, really important.
Oh, yeah. So are you looking for, like, a chain? That you can...
No. I'm just looking for a ring, just
okay.
something strong.
So this is going to be wear every single day.
Absolutely.
So how about, like, just a plain band? There's no stones to get knocked out, and it'll last forever.
Yeah, I want stones. I definitely want some
stones.
diamonds.
So, yeah, I'd definitely go diamonds for sure, because they're nice and durable, and they're going to stand up to daily wear. You're thinking, like, just a simple band, like...
Sure. So, yeah, how much?
Oh, yeah.
How much is that?
Yeah, so we've got, ranges anywhere from, 1,000 up to 4,000
Whoa,
depending.
whoa, 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 whoa. Whew. All right, so I need it to be more like 200.
Oh, okay. So with the price of gold, sir, we can't really. We have to move over to the silver section. So you want to walk down to the silver section and look around?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now you're not going to see diamonds in the silver because silver's soft, and we don't want to put nice big diamonds in silver. But we do have these silver and cubic zirconia rings.
So you said soft. I need. Do you have silver that's hard?
Well, silver is inherently softer than gold.
Well, and so these aren't diamonds. These are just
No,
fake.
yeah. No, we can do them in like white topaz or something like that. But they're not diamonds, so they will get scratched up and kind of abused over time.
So what you just don't have something that's strong and will last generations and not scratch for $200?
Exactly. So I think we get the gist of
You get the idea.
of what happened. There was another there was another situation where a lady was like, "Oh, this my daughter really likes this kind of Clover Van Cleef shaped thing," and I was like, "Oh yeah." She was looking at the diamonds and gold version, and of course, tell her the price, a couple thousand. And she's like, oh, no, I definitely didn't want to spend that much. And I'm like, oh, we actually have one over here in silver. Oh, well, I mean, she doesn't want it in silver. I'm like, oh, well, we do have some gold-plated stuff. Well, the gold plating's never going to come off, is it? I mean, it could. Yeah, it's just a plating. It can wear off, if you wear it every day. I just want something a little bit nicer than that. Okay, well, we can go back to the gold section. Oh, no, these prices are too high. And it's like... And then,
perfect.
so we landed on we actually had a silver one with diamonds, and
But that's going to tarnish. Do you have
Yeah.
something that doesn't tarnish?
and she was like,
That'd
and
be
so
gold.
we kind of narrowed it down, like, hey, this has diamonds, it's a pendant, it's silver, it's really well made, this is awesome. Do you have one just a little bit smaller than that? It's like, oh my god, it's like, lady, no matter. And we were joking because like, what if I pulled out from the under the showcase? Oh, I do have the small one. What would she do, Brad?
Oh, it's that small? Or that's the only one you've got?
Yeah, it's like.
She would find a reason.
We thought it would be funny one day, like to make a skit where the customer keeps changing slightly what they want, and you just keep pulling out exactly what they're calling for to see how many times they'll change it. Because we all know what's happening.
Yes.
She's wasting time. She's looking. That's fine. I'm glad she came in our shop. I truly am. But she's not buying anything. She's just not. I wish she would just say, "Hey, I'm not buying anything. I'm just looking. I'm just having a good time. I'm just looking." I'd be like, "Sweet, you have the time of your life, ma'am."
And it's so often people that we just quickly fix something for them and we don't charge them. Mm-hmm. And so they think they're placating us by looking through all our merchandise and asking us a million questions.
Isn't that the best? It's like, "Hey, I fixed your jump ring on your $20 necklace. All right, have a good one." Oh, y'all sell jewelry? It's like, we do. And they start looking, and I love when people are like, "Well, let me just see what you have," and they walk the store in like 12 seconds. It's like, what did you see? There's like 1,000 items in here, and you walked at like a very brisk pace around the store, and then we're like, "Thanks so much." Like, you're not. Just take your free stuff and
Right,
go.
just go.
Anyway, I know we gotta start wrapping up. This is probably a shorter episode than normal. Hopefully we have a guest next week. Couple ending updates, Brad. We are slowly adding all the episodes to YouTube. People were asking, and if you want us to be honest and selfish, I would highly encourage listening to the episodes on YouTube, because like we've mentioned, we don't get paid for any of this, and eventually, if we get enough views and listens, either we'll start getting paid by YouTube, or we might get some sponsorship opportunities.
Oh, they are available. I mean,
Always available.
They are limited and running out quickly. I mean, they're not running out quickly.
Well, Brad, I don't know how long this will be, but we went from like an hour and 10-minute episode to probably like 30, 35 minutes. But we're going to mix it up. Also, one other thing, what do you guys think about us doing micro episodes? We thought about coming up with just random little topics that we could discuss very focused for like 10, 15 minutes. Like they'll all be 15-minute episodes, and just kind of pepper those in from.
Nice.
So
I like it.
maybe I'll do do a little poll questionnaire on the Instagram page. So make sure to follow us. Share any of this on Jewelers Helping Jewelers or bench jeweler groups. Help get the word out. We appreciate you guys listening, and we'll catch you next time on Bench Jeweler Memes Podcast.
Jewelers Helping Jewelers. What's that?
Gather around, you young ones. Let me tell you how it was when gold was cheap and silver gleam before this modern buzz. $100 for an ounce. Now look what it's become. These prices got me shaking my head at what we've done. Back in my day, every piece was made by hand, worked through the night. No computers, no machines, just skill and honest trade. Now these high maintenance clients got me digging my own grave. These callous fingers from the hammer and the file. Each setting was a work of art, took patience and took style. Now they want it done tomorrow, want it perfect, want it cheap. These entitled customers got me losing too much sleep. Back in my day, we did it right. Every piece was made by hand, worked through the night. No computers, no machines, just skill and honest trade. Now these high maintenance clients got me digging my own grave. Used to be a gentleman's craft, respect was in the air. Now they Google every price, act like they don't care about the years I spent learning the tradition in these hands. Kids today don't understand what real craftsmanship demands. Listen to your elders, for this old man fades away. When gold was 40, not 4,000, those were better days. Keep your hands upon the tools, let the metal tell its tale. 'Cause when the world goes digital, true craftsmanship will prevail. Back in my day, we did it right. Every piece was made by hand, worked through the night. No computers, no machines, just soul and honest trade. These high maintenance clients, well, they'll learn the price we've paid. Yeah, they'll learn the price we've paid. When the old ways start to fade.